don't know if it was as good as we played. I think that but we look at the whole course of the game. I thought we followed our game plan pretty well, and for a good part of it. And then when we didn't follow our game plan, I thought we turned pucks over in the third, trying to force more offense, and in the sense of trying to force things in the slot area, which they're very good at transitional. And then I thought we made some mental mistakes near the end of the game that gave some one on our defenseman and goalie miscommunication, and the other one our defenseman for every reason just didn't move puck behind our net. But we had they had some chances, and we had some like 4 2-on-1s we didn't capitalize on. So it was the last 4 minutes. I thought it was good third period. And the last 4 minutes was racehorse. I mean, it was up and down the ice, and so it was good. You talk to our guys. It's a good step in the right direction for to get 2 wins this weekend, give up 2 goals. So it's a start in the right direction and getting things going. But that's all it is. And I think our guys understand that.
Andy's play kept you in the game a lot. And a lot of the time, just talk about his play the whole weekend.
It's funny. I thought he was solid. I didn't think he was spectacular, but I thought he was solid. I thought that in both nights he created some of the offense himself. But I think both nights, so it shows the maturity of him as a goaltender. As you said, he made some spectacular and great saves, and that's what an older and more mature goaltender does. And I thought that push came to shove. I thought as the game got on the line, he was a little bit more in control. And so it's just a maturing process for him to continue to get better.
Johnny Madden sort of saved the game too a little bit there at the end of the third period.
Yeah, they could, and they could have won the game too if they hit an empty net. I mean, it's it's always a coach. You're always looking on both sides.
Exactly.
If they would have buried it, I think they had 4 shots at a wide open net and they didn't score. But yeah, he came back, and as I said, we made some mental mistakes down the stretch drive of when there was 6-on-5, and those things you get in those situations many times, and just learn. Last night we did a great job of it, and tonight it was just a so-so job of it.
After a game yesterday with the 20-minute delay with the broken ice, broken glass, today's night game just 2 hours and 2 minutes, with 3 total penalties from both teams. How does your team's play change when you have a fast-paced game that doesn't have any interruptions?
I just think we talked about it last night, but we got to do a better job coming out of interruptions. They're going to happen, ice or like glass breaks or something goes on, and you got to be prepared to come out of those any kind of delay. And so it's just a matter of everything is throughout the course of the year is a learning experience. But I thought that we played fast tonight. I thought we moved pucks for the most part north and got going, and I just thought we didn't do a great job of when we broke them down the defensive zone. We looked to pass every time instead of using our D or bringing pucks to the net like we did in the second period. I think we had a flurry there in the second period. I thought we had the 3-0 lead, the puck behind them a few times. I thought their kid played really well and played solid. So it was as I said, it's a work in progress, and our guys get up and down the ice. I mean, it's always been a myth about Cornell hockey.
Coach, how about Brian Ferlin? How would you characterize his play tonight? I thought he was really flying all over the ice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Brian this time last year started to get going a little bit too, and I think he's got off to a good start. He's playing with confidence. We talked about shooting pucks off and face-off wins on power play, and that power play lasted 3 or 4 seconds. I mean, he stepped in and had a lane, and we covered that in our scout meeting today. I mean, you have lanes against these guys, you got to shoot. And so they did that, but it's just as I said, it's the first step, and Brian's getting better and better all the time.
What's the process now of having these 3 games in a 4-day span right now in terms of preparing for Niagara? Of how quick do you move beyond tonight's game and then get ready for Niagara?
Well, when they come up quick as when they come up off the ice, Niagara's on the board already, and we talk whether it's a good win tonight, but we treat them tonight like it's a Friday night. They got to ride the bike, take care of themselves, get in the cold tub, and you do all the things necessary to come back and ready to play on a Tuesday game.
You guys made it through a competitive stretch of BCAC play with some ups and downs, but ultimately a few positives to take out of it. What's your opinion of the team?
Well, I think, it was, I thought the turning point was our mentality after the Clarkson game. I thought Clarkson was our worst game this year. And nothing to take anything away from them, but we were lifeless. I mean, there was no passion in our game, and it was frustrating to go to that game and then play the next day. And, it was our effort and our intensity and our enthusiasm that, in that game, not worrying about the end result, but, just coming ready to get after it and play some hockey. And I think that stretch, going in that stretch drive, I didn't think at the start of the year, and knew it was going to be tough. The forward places are tough to play, but, we ended up on that stretch drive where Union's now ranked, RPI was ranked at the time, Clarkson was ranked, and St. Lawrence was ranked, and we started with Quinnipiac, so it was a tough stretch, and it's just to start to kind of right the ship and get ourselves, going back in the right direction where we need to be.
Coach, how big is it just in terms of the overall season to kind of get off to this hotter start generally? I mean, you guys have had a couple struggles, but now coming off 3 straight wins in ECAC play and nearly getting a point against Clarkson.
Yeah, it was, it's, we got to a good start last year. We faded in the second half of it, last year. I thought we were got to a real good start last year, but, there's just a different mentality with this group of guys. And tonight I thought they were excited to play, but they kind of followed a game plan and stayed patient and did some good things. And so it's good. But now you got Niagara and 2 non-conference games, Niagara and BU, and finish off the season with Colgate. And we look at that next 3-game segment, and it's going to be just as big as the last 3 we had.
You've talked a lot about being more disciplined this season than last season, getting more pucks on in this kind of second phase of this half of the year. What else do you look to fine-tune over the next few games?
Oh, everything. I mean, it's there's nothing that we're not looking to fine-tune. Right now. I mean, it's power play, penalty kill, 6-on-5, for and against. I mean, there's so many things to continue to cover and work on. And that's our goal, is just to keep plugging away and become better in every phase of the game.
Talk about getting 4 points first.
Huge. Especially after last week, we would like to come out of there with 3. But anytime you get 4 points in our league, it's always a close race coming down to the end. So we know it's early, but anytime we can get a win, especially against a quality opponent like Yale, we'll take it.
So I believe 4 goals now over the past 2 weekends for you. What would you attribute to your hot scoring streak the last couple weeks?
Just shooting the puck, trying to find lanes. I don't think I was shooting the puck enough until coming into the season. One thing I want to focus on was just getting more pucks on net, because that's going to obviously turn into goals hopefully. So yeah, definitely getting the puck on net and maybe getting a little bit lucky at times.
How about the goal tonight? Was it just something that you said, "Oh, the puck's on my stick, I'm gonna shoot it," or did you see a lane, something before that?
Well, we kind of set that play up, so it comes back to me we have guys going to the net to try to get it on net, but I just kind of put my head down and shot as hard as I could. Somehow puck had eyes, I guess.
Did that seem to lift everybody up and lift you up in particular, kind of get you going? You seem to play like at least the first 30 minutes or so. You guys are really flying.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think personally, I knew what to expect from Yale, so I needed to come out, play hard, and I knew that if we could get up on them early and get them on their heels a little bit, I think guys would respond to that, and I think we definitely came out hard.
How big of a statement game was it for this team with the defending national champions coming into your place? How big of a statement game was it to come out with 2 points?
No, definitely huge. I think they're definitely a quality opponent. They're well coached. They got a lot of good players, but I think at the same time so do we. So I think we believe in the locker room when we're playing our best hockey. We can compete with anyone in the country, and I think we showed that tonight.
You can hear some of the music blasting, and it seems very jovial after these 2 W's this weekend. Where's the confidence level at after this weekend of success for this team?
We're happy with the win. I think guys are definitely building more confidence. But we got to move on to the next game, and the next game is right around the corner on Tuesday, so we got to come out and get a big win.